Hey guys, welcome to another Animal Crossing video, and just a quick little list of bugs that will be new in May for both the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern. If you are from the Southern Hemisphere, then just go to the description of this video. I will timestamp where we start, discussing the new bugs for the Southern. And let's start with the Northern here. So the first one is the Great Purple Emperor. This one will be flying around between the hours of 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you can sell this one for 3,000 bells. This one here is called the Queen Alexandra's Birdwing. It will be flying around between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it sells for 4,000 bells. This one is called the Banded Dragonfly, and it will be flying around between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it sells for 4,500 bells. This one's called the Pond Skater. It will be on the water. You'll be able to find that one between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it sells for 130 bells. This one is the Diving Beetle. It is also on the water and found during the same times as the Pond Skater, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it sells for 800 bells. This is the Violin Beetle. It'll be on tree stumps, and you can catch it all day, and it sells for 450 bells. This is the Rosalia Betesi beetle. It is also on the tree stumps all day and sells for 3,000 bells. And the last one is the Scorpion, and this kind of takes the place of the tarantula, which you can no longer catch. That one ended the last day of April. It'll be on the ground. It'll be in the evening between 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. and it sells for 8,000. So exactly how the tarantula was. And yeah, that is the list. The list of bugs leaving at the end of May is very, very short. It is one bug. So I'm just going to tell you right here, instead of making a individual video, which I probably will end up doing later anyway, probably in the middle of the month. But the bug leaving at the end of May will be the mole cricket. So, and which is a blessing, honestly, because that mole cricket is annoying. So I'm happy that one will be leaving at the end of May. And that's the list for Northern Hemisphere. Let's get over to the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, so for new bugs coming to the Southern Hemisphere for the month of May, we have the damselfly. This one will be flying around all day and sells for 500 bells. We also have the mole cricket. This one will be underground and it's all day and sells for 500 bells. When I say underground, just in case you're not sure what I mean by that, is you'll hear it. It'll be a very annoying sound, and you just walk to where it's very, very clear, where it gets louder and louder, and then start digging holes. And eventually the cricket will come out of one of those holes. And the last new one for you guys in May is the tarantula, which takes the place of the scorpion. And so it's exactly the same as the scorpion was. It's on the ground. You can find it between 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. and it sells for 8,000 bells. Okay, so for bugs that are leaving when May ends, for you guys, we have the monarch butterfly, which flies around between 4 a.m. to 5 p.m., sells for 140 bells. The long lotus, on the ground between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and sells for 200 bells. The migratory locust, which is on the ground between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and sells for 600 bells. The rice grasshopper on the ground between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and sells for 160 bells. The cricket on the ground between 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. and sells for 130 bells. The mantis, which will be on flowers between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and sells for 430 bells. The orchid mantis, which will be on white flowers, and it can be found between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and sells for 2,400 bells. The violin beetle, which will be on tree stumps all day and sells for 450 bells. The walking stick, which is on trees, and it actually has 2 time frames. So there's 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and sells for 600 bells. And the last one that will be leaving after May is the flea, which you can find on your villagers. It'll occur all day and sells for 70 bells. Your villagers won't always have the fleas, though. You gotta catch that right day. So if you don't see it, don't worry. Just wait for the day to show up that, they do have fleas. You'll see them. They're above the villagers' heads, just kind of like hopping around. And yeah. So that is what's leaving in May for the Southern Hemisphere. And that concludes this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.